Right. It's been a long day. Oh. Anyway, promised you would talk about this. Now, you remember the discussion about this? I had some issues with it. I mean, I love it. It's fantastic. But I had some issues. Issue one was that I was having trouble opening it. I've mostly cured that now. That's just by working at it and developing a callus on my thumb. So about maybe 7 times out of 10 or maybe 9 times out of 10 it works. Occasionally it doesn't. And I want it to be able to work one-handed all the time. Now, like I said, love this. It's got the things that I really like about it. The fact that it's got magnacut blade, it's a hollow grind, it's got fantastic lock-up like nothing you'd believe, and it's, you know, titanium. That's good. Reduces the weight. Not so fussed about the weight aspect. I am on fly. I am interested though in the other attributes. What I don't like about it, there's only one way to carry the clip. It's kind of a moot point because I've never changed my clips or changed the position they're in anyway. So you could say, well, it's a waste of time, and it kind of is. But I like to have that functionality, even if I never use it. And it's the opening. The opening on this is hard. If you've got it in your pocket hard or squeezed it for some reason, trying to open it can be really tough. Doesn't always work. When it does, it's great, but occasionally it doesn't. It's getting easier. Hence this one. So what is this? This is a Hinderer XM 18 3.5 flipper, and it's kind of got a spanto point. It's basically a drop point, right? So we can tell you why I like this one. First off, the flipper. For me, when that works, it's pretty new, so it's a little bit sticky. Just painless and effortless, right? Even if it only goes part way, you can still just flick this one. For this one, it doesn't really go halfway. You either get it or you don't, right? And it's the getting it in the initial bit, it's the hard part. The initial bit in this is easy. You just push your finger down and it pops. Okay. Next up, the blade is magnacut. So same as this. Hence it kind of wins over some of my other blades that don't have magnacut. I would just find magnacut is great. Oh, don't worry about this. We'll discuss this another time. Just arrived today. Cheers. So the back is titanium. So we've got titanium in here, magnacut. The clip is two-way adjustable, not 4 as in some other models, but the really cool thing I think about this is though that if you go to adjust it and take this off and go to put it around the other way, you'll also notice it's different to all the other knives in the way it's positioned. You get this little back place spacer. So you take that off, you take that out, you put the spacer in here, put those screws back down, you put the clip the other way around. It's just kind of a cool way of doing it. Now it's got a whole pile of acronyms on this thing. It's got what they call a tri-way pivot system, which means it can take 3 different sorts of it's this little symbol here, 3 different sorts of bearings, and it comes with all the bearings. So there's a proper bearing system, there's a Teflon, there's maybe nylon one, different things. You can pull it apart and change the way it operates. At the moment I haven't done anything, I've just left it as stock and I'm breaking it in. Other thing about it is that this particular model is called a slicer. Now Hinderers often get a bad reputation in that they are overly built, they're thick, they're not very slicey. This particular one, the slicer, is kind of a newer model to him, and it's hollow grind. So what I like about this, hollow grind and magnacut and titanium. So this has got magnacut, titanium, and it's got a hollow grind. Now the hollow grind on this is kind of minimum. This one, it's pretty obvious it's a hollow grind, right? I mean, there's no doubt about that. This one, the hollow grind is so subtle you could just about sneeze and it not be there, right? If it's got a wheel that's hollow grinder, it's a blimmin' huge wheel, and the grind is only the slightest hollow grind. On the other hand, it does slice well. The other thing interesting about this one is that it's designed that you can choke up on it. I don't know whether I like that or not. So you can get your finger right up there and not cut it. Here, if you try and do that, you can just kind of get a bit of finger in there and you're going to slice it. Other thing to note is that where this, I call it a thumb stud for want of a better term here, when it's opened, it's fully out of the way. So when you're cutting stuff, you're not running into that. With this one, it's kind of right up there. It's in the way. So when you're cutting stuff, you often smack into that bit there. On the other hand, it's only got one. This one's got two, but this one's fully out of the way. This one's staring you in the face, and sometimes when I'm chopping, it does interfere with the slice. Issue I have with this one is that while it's got this finger toil, I was chopping some stuff the other day, and I didn't need to choke up, so I had my hand back here, and the material was pulling apart a couch of all things, like dismantling it to throw away. And I was chopping it away so I could try and work out where the hell the screws were. So this would sometimes catch. So you'd be cutting along and it would go in too deep. Pull. Just got to be aware of it, I guess. It's just an observation. Apparently you can get these without the finger coil, and maybe I would have got that if I'd been aware of it, but on the other hand, everything else about this is good. The scales, I don't know if I like dark red scales. I mean, I don't hate it. I'll probably change them out to the colour I do want, and you can do that very easily. Go on their website. Unfortunately, when I looked, it was quite expensive, and I'd already just spent money on this, plus this was on the way. So I didn't really have the cash to do it straight away, but I will do it. As I said, the back is titanium. This one is called bronzed or battle bronze or something. I'm not 100% sure. Titanium though. So XM18 3.5 slicer. It's just a really good knife. It takes away the issues I had with this. Although, like I said, I'm getting better at that now. And the lockup on this is so solid. So this is probably what I'd call my weekend knife, gentleman's knife, going out to a flash place knife. Doesn't stick out, it's quite slim, it's quite light, it's got a brilliant blade. This one is much more of a blade I can take to work, blade I can use if I'm going to even need one-handed operation. Still breaking it in, might change the bearings around, but it's everything I wanted. It's hollow ground, it's magnacut, it's a flipper. Honestly, this and the others, they're all fantastic. Is there a clear winner? No, probably not. I like them all. But this one at the moment is the one I'm rocking. Anyway, like I said, this is coming up before too much longer. I've only just got it home. That was a mission in itself. I was on a bike and it's blooming heavy. Anyway, I'm going to have some more whiskey and have a good night.